Hey, hello, my friend. Super happy to be back here. I'm in my studio, I have a painting going, but I wanted to take a minute to teach you this powerful tool, this powerful way of taking your art statement and connecting it into something really, really amazing and really incredible that you can use to really connect with your audience. Because the art statement could be like this beautiful text that we put on the wall or in our, in the gallery, in the museum, or in your website, or when you need to, apply for shows and things. But to really make a good use of it, converting that art statement into a powerful, punchy elevator pitch, and then using that as a tool, which I'm gonna show you right here, it's gonna be really, really amazing and really, really powerful. But before I do that, I want to also let you know that if you watch it all the way to the end, you watch this video all the way to the end, I have a free gift for you with some samples that you can download and see exactly what we're talking about and how you can use this tool. So it's gonna be really awesome. My name is Sergio Gomez. I'm an artist, curator, gallery owner, author, and co-founder of the Art NXT Level program. And my goal with this channel is to make marketing and art business easy so that you can grow your art career, find new opportunities, sell more art, and spend more time creating in the studio. So if you like that, make sure you click on the subscribe button and click on the little bell so that you receive notifications of our future videos. Hey, hello, my friend. I'm super excited, super happy to be here again with you, because in this video, we're going to, as I said in the introduction, I'm going to show you a secret tool that I've been using and that I've been also teaching many artists on how to convert their art statement into this powerful way of making a connection with your audience, with the person that you're talking to, so they can be more interested about you, about your art, so that they can also have a better connection. And when you have better connections with people, that results in better opportunities to really bring people closer, to also get more opportunities, and to also sell more art, right? Because people buy art from the artists that they feel close to, that they feel connected to, the ideas and the art that they create. So this is going to be really, really awesome. It's a short video that's going to help you out. And as I said at the beginning, I'm going to have a really cool, downloadable, free gift for you if you stay until the end, that you can download and see some examples of what I'm going to teach you here. So first of all, let's really quickly talk about the art statement. As you know, the art statement is like this piece of text that we as artists, we create throughout our career, and sometimes multiple times. If you've been making art like me for a long time, I've made multiple art statements over time. As our art changes or evolves, is this piece of text that you create that talks about your art from your point of view, kind of talks a little bit about what is it that you make and so on, and it helps for people to get kind of like first introduction into your art. Typically, you will use an art statement as an artist, to apply to a gallery when you have a show, when you fill out a application for a residency program or a grant or whatever, to put on your website. Art statement is something that is almost like required in the art world, and every artist, I think, should have one. I think it's a really good piece of text to have. And there are many ways of creating an art statement. I have my own way, which is a really easy, super powerful way. If you've never done an art statement, that really takes you in depth into how you do it. And there's this video that I created specifically on how you can do that. And I guide you through step by step of how I write my own art statement. So you can see me do it right on the screen. And this is a great video. So check that out if you have never done an art statement, or if you want to like really refine yours and really spend a lot of time in making it work. But on this video specifically, I want to teach you this technique that allows you to take that idea, right, and convert it really into a powerful tool to make a connection with the person on the other side, the person that you're talking to. And this is really powerful. Every time that I teach this to artists, they're like, wow, this is amazing. I cannot wait to start using it. This works really well if you have an open studio event, or you have an art show, or you're talking to somebody on the street or at the elevator, right? And you only have a few minutes to kind of engage in a conversation that makes sense. Because here's the thing, when somebody, comes to you and then you tell them that you're an artist, and you don't say, okay, hold on, let me pull my art statement right here. Let me read it to you before we can talk about my art, or before you can look at my art. Nobody does that, right? That's really strange. That'd be really weird. So the art statement, it's kind of like for those more professional settings, but in a casual way, in the casual world, we need better tools for that. And that's why, you want to create what's called the elevator pitch, right? The elevator pitch is this idea of taking that long statement into a more condensed one, into something that people can understand a lot easier. And I'm going to teach you also how you can use that to make the connection, right? So here, let me give you an example. But before I do that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hey, just take a second. Just click on the subscribe button right now. I won't bother you anymore. Just click it right now. That way you will get all my videos that I produce to help you in your art career. All right, so going back to the sample. If I was in an elevator with you, and we were stuck in an elevator, and we had like maybe 4 floors to go, so just a few minutes to to go from floor to floor till we get to our respective floors. And if you were to ask me what is it that you do, I would say, well, I'm an artist. Oh, great. What is it that you make? What kind of art you make? Because there are nail artists, there are tattoo artists, there are mural artists, there are all types of artists, right? So musicians, you name it. So probably the next question somebody will say is, but what kind of art you make? That's a typical question. That's when you spill out your elevator pitch, right? You're like one-liner that summarizes what you do. So in my case, I would say, my elevator pitch is my work's about the cycles of life, and I'm also interested in our spiritual awareness throughout those cycles, from birth to death. That's my elevator speech. That's what I would say. Now, and I did that for many years, but I found that it was kind of awkward, right? Because then after I said that, it's like, then what? Like this awkward side is like, okay, so what's next, right? What do I do with that, right? Like, sounds nice. Or people say, oh, that's cool. But that didn't really lead to any conversation, to any continuous interest, to any way of continue talking about the art. Then the conversation will go somewhere else. How's the weather? Hey, or where are you from? That totally leaves, the artist to the side, and we go into something totally different because the person does not know what to do with that piece of information. Your elevator speech just gives that out. That says what you do. So that's when I came up with the concept of the hook. Yes, you need a hook. A hook, to bring people closer. What does a hook do? If I'm all the way over here and I throw a hook at you, right? And I got you right there, I'm gonna pull you right in. With another hook, I'm gonna pull you closer. And when we are closer, then we can have a better conversation. We can, really get to know each other a little bit better. Versus what I was doing before by just giving you my elevator speech. So, like, hey, my work's about the cycles of life, the spiritual awareness, throughout those cycles. All of a sudden, like, I'm kind of pulling away from the person I'm talking to because they feel like they don't know much about art. They don't know anything about art, perhaps, and they feel like awkward, like, how's the weather, right? So the hook, what you want to do to create a hook for yourself is you want to ask a question to the person on the other side about something that they can relate to, something mundane, something of this world, something that people most likely will say, oh, you know what, yeah, I've seen that, or I remember that, or I've heard of it. For example, my hook, after I say about my works about the cycles of life and our spiritual awareness throughout the cycles, say, so let me ask you this question. Have you ever been in a room by yourself? Maybe you are reading the newspaper or you're reading a book. It's quiet. Somebody walks in the room. You don't hear them, but you feel that somebody walked in the room, and you turn around, and indeed, somebody is in the room with you, right? You feel that presence. Or maybe you are driving and you are stopped at the red light, and then you turn, you realize that actually somebody is staring at you, right, in the other car. Somehow, something told you to turn around because you felt like somebody was watching you, even if they were in the other car. So that energy, that thing, right, that compels you to turn around, that's what I'm trying to paint in my art. That's what I'm super, focused on when I make my art. That's what really inspires and really, transform the way I make my art. That energy, that power, that spirituality, which how I call it in my work. So the person will 99.9, actually 100%. Nobody ever has said no. I don't know what that is. Everybody has said, yeah, you know what? I totally know what that is. I've been in a car or reading or somewhere, and I feel like somebody is there. I feel that presence because it has happened to all of us. Unless you live in a cave and you have never came across another human being, we all have felt when somebody else is in the room even if we haven't seen them first. So that is a hook that I created, and that immediately keeps the conversation, related to the art. And now kind of like that breaks the ice, breaks the veil. Now, it's not just me trying to tell them about my art, but now I'm engaging them by throwing them a quick, easy question. Not they only have to say yes or no, right, as an answer, and then go from there. And that's what a hook is. So you as an artist, you want to develop your own hook. For example, let me give you another example. Let's say you're an artist who works creating these beautiful paintings about the ocean, because you really want to people to get awareness of the beautiful oceans, and not throw garbage at the ocean and things like that. So let's say you are you go on vacation to Florida, right here to Florida, right? You came to Florida, and you meet somebody, and you got this opportunity to give your elevator speech. Say, hey, so what did you do? I'm an artist. What did you make? Well, I make paintings about the ocean, the beauty about the ocean, and such. Like, have you ever seen, like, when you're walking down the ocean, after the tides have settled, that there are like plastic pieces and so on? Well, did you know that there are like millions of pounds of or whatever of plastic in the ocean? That's exactly what I'm trying to convey in my work. We want to avoid that. So immediately, the person will say, oh yeah, I know, I actually picked up a couple plastic bottles this morning as I was walking at the beach, or I was walking by the sand, I put them in the trash can. Exactly. So now you have something in common, right? Now you have something that you can continue that conversation. Now you have a hook. And you can think about, number of hooks that you can create, for your art, based on that idea. And what I would like to invite you to do is, after you watch this video, is really to sit down, get a piece of paper, and think about, look at your art, look at the words that you have said through your art statement. And again, if you have never done an art statement, make sure you watch those videos. But you really want to think about, okay, so what kind of hook could I use? What question could I throw in to bring somebody into the conversation? And then I want you to test it, try it. Try it with your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other, whoever lives with you or by you or next to you, or next time you see another human being, give it a shot. Say, hey, let me give you my elevator speech, and then give them the hook and see what they answer. So, or try with another artist. Teach this to another artist as I'm teaching it to you, and see what you come up with. I think, when you do it, it could be a really powerful tool. Every time I do and I teach this, idea of the hook in a group of artists, we go around the room and every artist thinks about some hook that they can use, and it's incredible, the ideas that come up. And then everybody gets excited, like, I cannot wait to use this in my next time, that I talk to somebody about my art. An artist who's using, for example, recyclable materials, so again, that artist, you can throw a hook about, how much stuff that we discard every day that ends up in the landfill, have you seen those? And say, yeah, of course, so then, well, I make art with that, etc. I have a friend that used to make these huge portraits with plastic caps, that were thrown out from water bottles or Gatorades, and she would collect them and put them around and make this beautiful art, so a hook for that would be, hey, have you seen those little caps that people throw out? And say, well, I pick them up and actually make art with that. Imagine the eyes of that person, right? Like, what? That's crazy. Think about what kind of hook you can use that can help you out. And then, of course, you can use that in a conversation, but also you can use it in your social media, in your marketing, in your email. You can send out one email, for example, to your email list talking about your hook. Hey, let me tell you about this. And then you tell them a little bit about it, and then invite people to reply to your email, to that hook. I think it's a great tool that you can use and that can help you out. And I'm going to give you a free gift. As I promised, I'm going to give you a free gift. And that is in the comments of this video, and also which will be the first comment, and also in the description. I'm going to put a link where you can download some sample hooks. I put together a bunch of sample hooks for different types of artists, doing different types of mediums, different types of styles and kind of ideas of art. And I put like some hooks just so you can have some ideas. Because sometimes I think as artists, when we see somebody doing it, that's why when I did the how to create an artist statement, I did it myself on screen so you can see it, and artists love that, right? We all love it. I love it when I can see samples of things in order to come out with my own. So I have put that together. Just make sure that you find the link and subscribe to it. That will also add you to my email list, where I always send a new email every time I make a new video, so you don't miss them, so you know what's the topic and what I'm teaching you on that particular video. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'll do. And let's do one last thing. I think, as you're watching this video, if you already have an idea for a hook that you could use, put it in the comments. Let's think about a hook. Give us kind of like what is it that you make, like your first elevator pitch, and then after that put hook, and then tell us what question would you use with your art. I think if you put that in the comments and we all do it, I think that this video can also be an amazing resource of ideas for other artists, to share and to see. And you can share this video with your friends too, other artists, so they can create their own hook. Or if you're an educator, you can share this with your students so they can create their own hooks. And then in the comments, there'll be a lot of them where people can also check them out. Artists can check them out and think about ideas for their very own. But wait, before you leave this video, if you are an artist who wants to grow your art career and wants to achieve greater success, make sure you check out the Art NXT Level program. You will find a link under this video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the next video that we have recommended just for you.